Hey y'all, I had to come on and do this video, and because I seen this earlier today and it's been weighing on my mind and my heart. Bsmith's husband ain't shit. This nigga ain't shit, and it bothers me because, well, let's just say Bsmith is a black entrepreneur. She's kind of like the black Martha Stewart, should we say. She's a designer. She owns restaurants. She cooks. She has cookbooks. Like, she is just an all-around Renaissance woman. She is just such a fucking creative. Now, she is married to this bum-ass nigga. She probably didn't know he was a bum-ass nigga when she married him, because, like I said, like, it's just weighing on my heart. And this is why we need to be careful who the fuck we let into our lives and into our homes, especially when it comes down to the people who we marry, because we are relying on these people, on this person, this particular person who you marry. You are relying on this person to take care of you in your old age, whether it's that person or your kids, but mainly your spouse. Because when you take your vows, it says, for better or worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health. Now, Bsmith, she has Alzheimer's. She's been dealing with it for several years now. But her fucking husband has a fucking girlfriend that he moved into their fucking house. His name is Dan Gatsby. Dude is about to be in his fucking 70s, or is in his 70s. Like, I just can't wrap my mind around this. And the sad thing about it is, like, I don't want to bring race into this, but, like, it's just the theme of, PC console. But I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm at work and I had to go on my radio. But so yeah, like, I don't want to bring race into this because niggas are just prone to doing this type of bullshit. Fuck niggas. But he brought a fucking woman into her goddamn house, and it's so fucking disrespectful. I can't even imagine. Like, where is Bsmith's family? Okay, so she has Alzheimer's. Her husband is taking care of her physically, but no, her husband is taking care of her needs, her Alzheimer's needs. Like, he makes sure he takes her meds and the standardized care that she needs. But for him, because of the mental issues that his wife is having, he feels like it's imperative for him to bring this bitch, this white bitch, into his wife's home. And I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's famous for. I don't know if he has money, but chances are that's Bsmith's house, that's Bsmith's money, that's Bsmith's bed that white bitch is laying in. Talking about some, oh, well, she sleeps in a separate room. That don't fucking matter. You still fucking her. You got this bitch in your wife's house, knowing that your wife isn't in her fucking right mind, and you parading this bitch like, oh yeah, they friends, and the white bitch gonna talk about some, oh, every time she sees me, she just so happy to see me, blah 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 blah. Bitch, cause she don't know who the fuck you are. And if you gonna do this type of shit, have that bitch on the other side of town somewhere. I'd rather you not cheat at all, but have that bitch on the other side of town somewhere. Don't parade her in front of your fucking wife. I don't give a damn how gone she is, and she doesn't know who she is. But that is some bullshit. That makes me afraid of marriage, because God forbid if I got sick, and we've seen this before. I've seen this before. Like, there are stories out there of women who get sick and then their husbands up and leave them. I've seen this. Shirley Caesar, she has a song called You're Next in Line for Your Miracle. And the original recording, when she recorded this song at her church at a conference, she was talking about a woman. She had gotten sick. She woke up. She was paralyzed, and she had gotten sick, and her mother ended up taking care of her. But when her mother ended up taking care of her, it was because her husband up and left her. He up and fucking left her. Now, like I said, that makes me afraid of marriage, because God forbid, if I got sick, if anything happened to me, how do I know that I have all of you for me? How do I know that you're gonna be there in my time of need? How do I know that you're not gonna shit on me and be like, oh, this is too hard, my spouse is going through this, and it shouldn't be the fact that I'm going through this also, so I'm just gonna up and leave. And I'm not gonna put it all on men, you know, women do it too, but that is some bullshit, and I cannot live, I just cannot. And the Washington Post, you know, they posted this article by Kathleen Joyce, and it's the picture of the white bitch and Bsmith and her husband standing in the background, and Bsmith, she just smiling all up in this woman's face. This woman is just smiling up in her face, in her fucking house, eating her fucking food, shitting her fucking toilet, breathing her fucking air. And Bsmith don't even know what the hell's going on. Now that's just sad. I feel like he's taking advantage. He's just, obviously they're just, you know, he's just using that woman as like some physical, you know, they're just fucking. Like, and it's so sad, because I don't think men have that nurturing component to them naturally. You've seen plenty of women who have taken care of their husbands after, you know, stroke or paralyzed or just whatever, getting sick, cancer, just taking care of their loved ones and not even thinking about their own needs. They're thinking about their other person's needs. And I thought that was what marriage was about. I thought that was, you know, just the backbone of your relationship, your foundation. It's not about me, it's about us, not us and this motherfucker over here that I got up in our fucking business and in our house. And you know what that makes me think of? It makes me think of The Color Purple. When, you know, when Mr. came over and, you know, he's talking about Suge because Mr. brought that bitch into, you know, his home with his wife. And, you know, Mr. came over and he says, he talks to Celie, he says, Celie, you has my sympathy. Ain't too many women's allow that man's hoe to lay up in their house. Okay? But in this instance, she doesn't even have a choice. The bitch doesn't even know she's there. She don't even know who the fuck she is. Every time she see her, she's seeing her for the first fucking time. And I don't want to be upset because, you know, this woman is white, but it's like, it's already disrespectful. I don't give a damn what race she is. It's disrespectful, period. But you feel like it's okay to bring another bitch in my house. Like, I don't know if I can say that how many other times. Like, what the fuck? At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's so fucking disrespectful. And this bitch is living off of the wife's money. Like, disrespectful. Disrespectful. I'm gonna calm down, and I'm gonna say that this doesn't epitomize the fundamentals of marriage. Marriage, that is not marriage. And no, I'm not married, but I have seen my parents be married, and I have seen both of them pass away, and I have seen two people who love each other and be faithful to each other. It's just not the example of what marriage is. That's, like I said, that's not marriage. That's just you being selfish. And I understand you're a man and you have needs, but like I said, I could have sworn that, you know, when you take your vows, you know, your covenant, your union is becoming one. So it's not about your needs anymore. It's about that other person's. But I'm done. I'm done yelling. And I'm gonna go. Bye, y'all.